Thank you. My name is Ryan Pickering. We are bringing to you beautiful nuclear. Thank you everyone for being here. So I just want to shout out a few of our artists and some of the people who put this on. You know, we could not have done this without our illustrious Marie and the many folks at Anthropocene Institute. We saw the value of doing the legwork on culture, on aesthetics, on philosophy. There's so much more to nuclear than just spinning a turbine. There is an optimism for the future. There's an idea that we can solve our problems, and beautiful nuclear is bringing that optimism to Texas. Beautiful nuclear is bringing that optimism to the United States, and beautiful nuclear has a responsibility to share this technology with the world. I want to thank Heather Hoff from Mothers for Nuclear. This is remarkable. When everyone told us that Diablo Canyon was closing, when everyone told us that nuclear energy is an ancient Jedi technology that no one wants anymore, Heather hosted young people to just talk about this publicly in a time when nuclear felt scary, in a time when embracing nuclear felt like you were going to be a social pariah. Heather created the space to do this, and we're all so grateful to you, Heather. Thank you so much for your leadership. I also want to thank Eric Meyer, who has also been on the journey and saying nuclear before it was cool. So thank you, Eric, for so much leadership over the years. You've mentored so many people. You've enabled young people to talk about this. And it's a hard thing to talk about publicly. And now it's all of a sudden cool and edgy and punk rock. And you're a big part of that, Eric.
Thanks, brother.
I also want to thank Ortiz-Wines for leading this very punk rock movement to save nuclear power plants around the world. This idea requires some snappiness. And Harris brings that to the table, and we're so grateful, again, organizing young people and giving them a purpose and saying we can save nuclear power plants. 3 young people in Spain can save Spanish nuclear, and we're seeing that right now. And we will bring nuclear back in Germany and all of these other countries where young people are calling for energy abundance, and it's time, and we've been doing that work philosophically and culturally, so thank you. These artists that we're representing are also brave, because they're telling this story that goes against the grain. I want to point out our friend Eva, who is bringing this cottagecore vibe to nuclear. Like, nuclear can be cute. Nuclear can be beautiful. Nuclear can be in alignment with nature. It's not against God, it's with nature. And we see that every day at Diablo Canyon and all the other nuclear power plants around the world that are preserving the ecosystems around them and our air quality. So grateful to Eva. Check out her work, it's wild. She's also working on this legalized nuclear energy campaign in California, and I hope you follow along. And if nuclear energy is illegal in your state, let's talk about it. We'd love to share our learnings with you. I also want to share our marquee artist, Ralph. He's also from San Francisco. I hope there's not too much of a California invasion. I know how folks in Austin feel about that. But Ralph is bringing this message that we can achieve a post-war society by achieving energy abundance and by defeating energy poverty. And there's no way we're going to move beyond weapons of war until we can take care of our own. And that's not just in the United States, that's around the world. We have to defeat energy poverty. And that's what Ralph is celebrating here with an homage to Atoms for Peace, a speech that Dwight D. Eisenhower made in the 1950s, saying that it is our responsibility to share this technology in the world, not for death, but for life. And so we see Ralph celebrating that. Ralph lives in San Francisco, but he is from Puerto Rico, and they're having this very significant energy challenge right now. And what would it be like if PR had nuclear energy, a movement that is picking up a lot of speed. So we're grateful to Ralph for these pieces. Ralph is a prolific artist who has hundreds of pieces celebrating what radioactivity looks like at a microscopic level. I highly encourage you to check it out. And finally, we have our contest winners on these banners. These are artists from around the world who have created pieces to celebrate beautiful nuclear, and I encourage you to check them out. Overall, you are all part of Beautiful Nuclear. Thank you for being here. It is a demonstration of courage to be here tonight, and so thank you that these messages resonated with you and you traveled with us, and we look forward to celebrating with you. For too long, we've just been nerding out and trying to build the perfect reactor. And I think we've achieved that and then some. And now it's time to start talking about what the cultural implications are of that. And it's time for it to make sense to the rest of the world. We have to be a little less geeky. We need to smile a little bit more. And it's time to celebrate an optimistic future. So thank you everyone for coming, and please try our signature drink this evening, the Cherenkov Blue. You can find that at the bar. Thank you everyone for coming.